After 60, blood pressure can become harder to ignore. You may feel fine, but your numbers may still be higher than your doctor wants. And for many seniors, the question is simple. What can I do every day that may support healthier blood pressure without making life complicated? The good news is this. Food choices do not have to be perfect to be helpful. Small choices, repeated often, can support a heart-healthy lifestyle. Today, we will look at 7 foods that may support healthy blood pressure after 60. And food number 6 is easy to overlook, but it may be one of the most practical choices for seniors who want a simple routine. Before we start, please remember that food does not replace medical care. If you have high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, or if you take blood pressure medicine, water pills, or other prescriptions, talk with your doctor or pharmacist before making major diet changes. This is especially important when it comes to potassium-rich foods or supplements, because some people need to limit potassium. Now, let us begin. The first thing to understand is this. No single food is a magic fix for blood pressure. Blood pressure is affected by many things: sodium, potassium, body weight, physical activity, stress, sleep, alcohol, smoking, medication, and family history. So the goal is not to find one miracle food. The goal is to build a better pattern. Many heart-healthy eating patterns, including the DASH style of eating, focus on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, low-fat dairy, beans, nuts, fish, and less sodium. That is why today's list is not about extreme dieting. It is about simple foods that can fit into normal meals. Food number 1 is leafy greens. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, and romaine lettuce can fit well into a heart-healthy eating pattern. They are often rich in potassium, magnesium, and fiber. These nutrients can support overall heart and blood vessel health when they are part of a balanced diet. Leafy greens are also useful because they can replace less helpful foods on the plate. For example, a large serving of greens can help make a meal feel fuller without adding a lot of sodium or heavy saturated fat. A simple way to use them is to add a handful of spinach to eggs. You can add romaine or mixed greens to lunch. You can add steamed greens beside fish, chicken, beans, or tofu. You can also use greens as the base of a simple salad. The key is to watch what comes with the greens. A salad covered in salty dressing, processed meat, cheese, and fried toppings may not help as much as a simpler plate. Try olive oil and vinegar, lemon juice, herbs, or a lower sodium dressing if that works for you. Again, if you have kidney disease or have been told to limit potassium, ask your doctor about which greens are safe for you. Food number 2 is berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are small, colorful, and easy to add to breakfast or snacks. Berries contain fiber and plant compounds that can support a heart-healthy eating pattern. They are also naturally sweet, which can help some people reduce desserts or sugary snacks. For example, instead of a pastry in the morning, you might add berries to plain oatmeal. Instead of sweetened yogurt, you might use plain yogurt with berries. Instead of a bowl of ice cream every night, you might try berries with a small amount of plain Greek yogurt. The point is not to remove all pleasure from food. The point is to find sweet foods that also bring fiber and nutrients. Berries are also easy for many seniors because they do not require much cooking. Fresh berries work well. Frozen berries can also work if there is no added sugar. Check the label if you buy packaged fruit. Some fruit products are packed with syrup or added sweeteners. For blood pressure and heart health, simple is usually better. Food number 3 is beans and lentils. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are simple foods, but they can do a lot of quiet work on the plate. They contain fiber, plant-based protein, and minerals that fit well into many heart-healthy meals. They may also help replace processed meats or very salty foods. For example, you can add black beans to a salad. You can add lentils to soup. You can use chickpeas in a simple bowl with vegetables and whole grains. You can make a bean side dish instead of a salty packaged side. But here is the important part. Canned beans can be high in sodium. That does not mean you can never use them. It means you should check the label. Look for no salt added or lower sodium options when possible. Rinsing canned beans under water may also reduce some sodium. This is a small step, but small steps matter after 60. If beans cause gas or stomach discomfort, start with a small portion. You do not need a giant serving. A few tablespoons added to a meal can be a realistic start. Food number 4 is oats and other whole grains. A bowl of plain oatmeal may not look exciting, but it can be a steady breakfast choice for many seniors. Oats contain soluble fiber, which can support heart health as part of an overall healthy eating pattern. They are also easy to prepare and easy to combine with other blood pressure-friendly foods. For example, you can make plain oatmeal with berries. You can add a small amount of unsalted nuts or seeds. You can use cinnamon for flavor instead of adding a lot of sugar. You can also choose other whole grains, such as brown rice, quinoa, barley, or whole grain bread, depending on what you enjoy and what fits your health needs. The mistake is turning a healthy grain into a dessert. Some instant oatmeal packets contain added sugar and sodium. Some breakfast cereals look healthy but are sweetened heavily. So the better question is this: is this a whole grain that supports my meal, or is this mostly sugar in a healthy-looking package? For many seniors, a simple, less processed grain can be a better choice than a sweet breakfast product. Food number 5 is low-fat or fat-free yogurt. Low-fat dairy is part of many heart-healthy eating patterns, including the DASH style of eating. Plain yogurt can provide protein and minerals such as calcium. It can also be an easy breakfast, snack, or dessert replacement. But the word plain matters. Many flavored yogurts contain a lot of added sugar. If the yogurt tastes like dessert, it may be worth checking the nutrition label. A simple option is plain low-fat yogurt with berries. You can add oats. You can add a few unsalted nuts or seeds. You can add cinnamon. This creates a meal or snack that is more balanced than a sweet drink or a pastry. Some people do not tolerate dairy well. Others need to limit certain nutrients because of kidney disease or other conditions. If that is you, speak with a professional about what alternatives make sense. The goal is not to force yogurt into everyone's diet. The goal is to understand that simple, lower sugar, lower saturated fat options can support a heart-healthy pattern. Now we come to food number 6. Food number 6 is unsalted nuts and seeds. This one is easy to overlook because the portion is small, but a small portion can still be useful. Unsalted almonds, walnuts, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, or ground flaxseed can add healthy fats, minerals, and fiber to meals. They can also make food more satisfying. For example, a spoonful of chia seeds in yogurt, a small handful of unsalted nuts with fruit, a sprinkle of ground flaxseed in oatmeal, pumpkin seeds on a salad. The key word is unsalted. Salted nuts can add sodium quickly. Honey roasted or candy-coated nuts can add sugar. Large portions can add a lot of calories. So this is not a free pass to eat unlimited nuts. A small, measured portion is usually the better approach. Think of nuts and seeds as a supporting actor, not the whole meal. Food number 7 is fatty fish. Fish such as salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel can be part of a heart-healthy eating pattern. Fatty fish contains omega-3 fats, and fish can also be a useful protein choice when it replaces processed meat or higher saturated fat meats. A simple dinner might be baked salmon with vegetables and a whole grain, or sardines with a salad, or trout with beans and greens. The cooking method matters. Grilled, baked, or broiled fish may be more helpful than deep-fried fish. Also, some fish choices can be high in mercury, and some canned or smoked fish can be high in sodium. So it is worth choosing carefully and checking labels. If you do not eat fish, that is okay. You can still build heart-healthy meals with beans, lentils, tofu, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. The bigger lesson is to choose protein sources that support your overall health pattern. Now let us turn these 7 foods into a simple plate. Start with leafy greens or another vegetable. Add a fiber-rich food like beans, lentils, oats, or another whole grain. Add protein such as fish, beans, low-fat yogurt, tofu, chicken, or another option that works for you. Add flavor without relying only on salt. Use herbs, garlic, lemon, vinegar, pepper, or salt-free seasoning blends if you enjoy them. Then ask one simple question. Is this meal helping my blood pressure routine, or making it harder? That question can change how you shop. It can change what you keep in the kitchen. It can change what you reach for when you are tired. And it can make healthy eating feel less like a strict diet and more like a steady routine. Here is a simple checklist for tomorrow. Add 1 leafy green. Choose 1 fruit, such as berries. Add beans or lentils to 1 meal. Try oats or another whole grain. Choose plain low-fat yogurt if it fits your needs. Use a small portion of unsalted nuts or seeds. Choose fish when it works for your budget and preferences. And check sodium on packaged foods. You do not need to change everything at once. After 60, the goal is steady progress. Simple meals, less sodium when possible, more fiber, more balance, and regular conversations with your healthcare team. Over time, habits like these may support better blood pressure, better energy, and fewer unexpected health-related problems. Before you make any health, Medicare, Social Security, insurance, legal, or financial decision, please remember that this video is for general education only. Rules can vary by person, plan, and state, so always check official sources and speak with a qualified professional before making changes. If this video was helpful, subscribe to Golden Life and Health for simple health tips after 60. In the next video, we will look at 7 daily habits that may support heart health after 60.